I love you too.
And always been glitz and glam. How was it growing up as the daughter of a celebrity?
Growing up being the daughter of a celebrity, it was happiness and it was a curse. You know, forcing myself to go to high school, me growing up, I had to face the reality of dealing with a lot of kids picking on me. You know, so it was just a lot. It came with tears, it came with embarrassment, a lot. I won't say my daddy did his part as a father. As a father who had 12 kids, he gave my mom the funds that was needed. Being that my mom was a country girl from Tennessee, my mom shot that rainbow, which was totally fine.
Man, hey, look, get up. Or you finna get on the model bus, plain and simple. Cause I'm finna get ready to go to work. This is the everyday routine. You go to school Monday through Friday. Let's get it. Yes. I heard you, Mom. Are you really in bed? Get up. Get up. This is an everyday routine. Every day. Monday through Friday, you be late. You already have Saturday school. Let's go.
My stomach hurt today.
Let's go. Oh, you're not staying at home. It's always your stomach hurt. Not today. Not today. Let's go.
I'm coming.
No, ma'am. Let's go.
I'm coming, Mom.
Let's go. And don't forget, you have Saturday school. Don't keep on adding on. You have plenty of tardiness and everything. And make sure you get your grades up the part, okay?
I'm coming.
Make sure, okay? Let's go, young lady. Let's go.
Yes, ma'am.
Gosh, I'm so sick of school. It's like literally nothing to wear every day. She's waking me up.
Just be reach. I'm not gonna go through this once I get older. Like, this is too much, bro.
I know that's for real. What you gonna be when you grow up?
I don't know, something. I might just go stay with my daddy. I'm just over it.
Yeah, you always say you're gonna go stay with Lo. You be trying to throw that in my face all the time. That get on my nerves. Like I said, you better be getting up in the morning time. You be having me late for work. If that's the case, you need to call Lo and tell Lo to be your personal alarm to get you up.
All right.
Or even send somebody over here since you cherishing Lo.
All right, Mom.
Okay.
You got it.
All right. You know what time it is. Time it is. Every day. I be late for work. For what? What I'm going to tell them people? And then you too. You be tardy for school. You don't be at school on time.
Man, there be so many kids in school, bro. They be late all the time. Kids didn't accept that, you know, because it didn't uphold the image of being a rapper daughter. So a lot of times when I came to school, I have glasses on, I have my Reeboks on, K-Swisses. Kids picked at me a lot, you know, stating, is that the daughter of Shiloh? Why is this how is this your dad and you're wearing these type of clothes? You know, so it begun to get to me a lot.
I got on Reeboks and everything, man. Talking about that rapper daughter. Whole pants in the water and some more shit. Ain't that rapper daughter? Yeah, they got on Reeboks.
I gotta start grinding. I'm sick of these.
Got on Reeboks, man. Shit, man.
At the time, my best friend at the time was Tanya. Me and her, we started serving the city. You know, we had to make it make sense in regards of just about fashion. So it became bigger than that. You know, started serving the city, selling clothes. It was big for me, you know, being at a young age to be able to provide for my family. You know, so that made a lot of sense to me in life. I would say around 2016, my life took a dramatic change, you know, like just being a hot girl. A lot of things I did do that I didn't supposed to, you know, it took prayer, it took guidance, it took a lot of discipline, you know. I had to go down the road for 2 years.
The couple has crossed state lines to commit violent robberies, and News Since 5, we're learning how Instagram might help with their convictions. Channel 2's Liz Arts is live in South Fulton County. This Bonnie and Clyde type couple is awaiting extradition to Tennessee.
Them 2 years that I was gone from my family, so much pain that I encountered, you know, even just sitting down the road. I used to lock myself down from just people because I couldn't face them, being that I just didn't want to be around them. You know, my mom, she was there for me. My grandparents, they supported me a lot. My sister. So I appreciate that time, but it did bring a lot of pain. So when I did go down the road, I was facing 10 years at 30%. My mom, someone who I disrespected a lot, you know, and I just say this because a lot of young kids grow up in this life disrespecting their parents. So you have your mother or their life appreciate them, you know. You rarely get that in life. So my mom, she was there. When I first stepped a foot inside that courthouse, you know, when you take a charge down the road, I don't know if a lot of you guys know, except in the country, you know, you have your witnesses. They come to court and they identify you right then and there. My mom had me a lawyer soon I stepped inside that court, and it felt good. She supported me before anybody did. So when I did get out, it took a big turn. I made sure that I put my feet on the pedestal to make sure my mom was good. So, you know, it feels good as a black queen to be able to put your mom in the footsteps of buying her dream car or putting your mama outside of a car note where she don't have to pay car note. So I'm very grateful for that. Once I got out of jail, I struggled. And I say that to say this because a lot of people who I encounter now, they state to me like, yeah, you know, I love the way you move. I see what you got going on. It's hard. And it was hard, you know. Getting out from jail, I dealt with coming home. At the time when I went to jail, I had my own place. I had my own house. When I did get home, I came home to my mom's house. My mom had my furniture in her home, and I was staying there. It was times I say I was dealing with a young person, somebody young at my age. I asked my sister, hey, Kalisha, can I sleep in your room? I have my friend over. She'll say, oh, you gotta give me some Waffle House. It was just a lie. It was a lie, you know, so coming home, I came home to nothing. I worked at KFC, flipping chicken. I faced my reality, and I'm proud to say it because I say this because it's a lot of young girls the same age I was at that time who couldn't face that. Being a daughter of a rapper or celebrity, you know, it's kind of hard to face that. They shot a little daughter being at KFC who's flipping chicken. So it was times when I was at work, I might hear somebody's voice coming in or somebody coming in who I knew, and I would run to the back and say, can you take this order, I know this person, because I was scared, you know, it just being a celebrity daughter. But I made it happen. You know, I faced those challenges. I put money up. When I came home, my mom had a Pontiac at the time, and I was driving the Pontiac with one door. The other side of the door didn't open, but I was comfortable. So comfortable, but what made me respect it the most because my bond was at $500,000. No one came and got me. One day I was just sitting inside jail, like so stressed out, like very stressed. And I was like, you know, let me call a bonding company. I don't know what made me do. God may sent me to the phone to make that call. I called. They say, yeah, your bond is $75,000. I think it was August the 11th, 4 days before my birthday. I made the call. They said your bond is $75,000. I called my mom. My mom stated to me, I can do that. She came and got me. Boom. I appreciate the struggle. That struggle is what I needed. I needed that. So at the time, I was driving my mom's car. They came and repoed this vehicle. And when they repoed this vehicle, I was actually coming out for work. But it was the motivation that I needed, because if they didn't take this vehicle, I'd still be comfortable where I am today, you know. So that pushed me to go harder. Like, I need my own. And at the time, I was talking to someone older, you know, like at a young age, I was paying rent at my mom's house. You know, but you know, back then rent was $700-800. I was paying $700-800 for a 1-bedroom inside a room inside my mama's 3-bedroom house. So I knew then, like, I have somebody older. I'm ready to go ahead and step out. You know, just being me, not even about him. You just being me. Just let me step out and become the woman I know I can be. So I maneuvered. As I start working a CNA job, I start flowing. Money started coming in consistently. You know, I maneuvered over to what I needed to be. One day I woke up. I stated to the person who I was dating at the time, what do you think about me starting a car rental business? Like, what do you feel about me renting my vehicle out? And it's so crazy. At the time, I was driving a 2013 Infiniti G37. It was blue. It was my car. I was paying a car note. So I started renting this car out, and it's so crazy. I'm proud to say that me renting this vehicle out, my clients, they paid this vehicle off. So I knew then. I started riding around on the street. I'm looking at cars on the side of the road, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. I'm buying it. If I knew what I knew now, like, I would have been expanded, you know. So it was a person who I did encounter. She stated to me, a very close friend, you know, you should come to the auction with me, you know, or whatever like that. I finally got the info, you know, and when she gave me the info, I wish I would have knew what I knew now, because my business would be bigger than what it is today, because I'm going around this on streets. I'm buying cars at 5, 6, 7,000. It's not making any sense. So when I did encounter this auction, I'm going in the auction. We'll bid at 500, 600, 700, 800. It's numbers just flowing. So 3 vehicles I can get for $3K. It's making sense, you know. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the people I encountered. I appreciate my friends. I appreciate my family. The cash car rental business, I do want to say that as the woman I am, I started this from ground up. No handouts, no help. You know, it was hard. It's time that I did want to go ahead and give up, you know. But it's time that I say, you know what, I can't do this. I can't allow this. I have a family who depends on me. It feels good to just know when your mom wake up and say, like, I'm proud of you. I appreciate that this is what you do for me. You know, like, it feels good to just lift a brick off your mom's shoulder, you know. So I'm very grateful when it comes to life. I'm grateful for the people that I do have in life, my friends. I know I am a headache at times, but we make it happen. When I got out, I made a dramatic change. A lot of people probably didn't think I could. I did. A lot of family, they thought I was a problem child, but look at me now. It's good to say with the car rental business, I have made a lot of money. I have spent a lot of money. There's times I done spent $10K less than a week on engine lights. But, you know, you have to spend money to make money. So I say this to the young black people in our community. If you ever have your money, invest. It's always best to invest your money. Scared money doesn't make no money. Period. If you have $500, even if you come to me, let's flip that money. Let's make something. We can make something out of nothing. So I just appreciate it. And that's just what it is. Invest in the Kia Cash Car Rental business. My goal is to fluctuate the money. I am a woman who can put the money on the table, who can make the money make sense, you know, who you can believe in. A lot of people don't know how to put their money where their mouth is. So when you step on a board with Kia, the money is where the mouth is. I have encountered someone who dealt with me for 7 months and they have made over $100,000, and I can prove that. Ask about me. So, I am proud to say, as the 2025, we are going into At Your Pace, 24 hours, Tesla and EV charging. I did this business in remembrance of my father, as you guys may know, of Carlos Rico Walker, the king of Bankhead. The reason I chose this business, I've been sitting on this for the past 2 years. I've been sitting on this for the past 2 years. So I can say this is blood, sweat, and tears. I have communicated. I have taught. And I appreciate the ones who was there for me and who helped supported me. And you may know who you are. I'm very proud. I have faith. Without God, I am nothing. I'm nothing. I am so happy to just open this business because not only can I help people, you know, like it helps me. It helps me, you know, just to ride around and have the face of my father on this van. It's a lot, you know. And sometimes I think about, you know, like, what if my father was here? Like, it's hard just not to have your father here, just to experience your wins, you know, like Father Days, you know, times I ain't have nothing. Can you just imagine, like, when Father Day come, like, I'm up, we living. This is a time where I want to give my dad what I can actually give him, but I can't. So I say to people, we have to appreciate our father, our mothers, our family while they're here. I plan on taking over. This is probably one of the first business in Georgia, Tesla and EV charging, that we're opening up. We do have it as far as Teslas, but you have to have a subscription. So my goal is, if you break down, me and my team, we will be pulling up to charge your vehicle. If it's dead, no worries. We will get your car a jump. If you need a tow truck, no worries. We have our tow truck, as you know, as Cartoon Towing. If you need a mechanic, we offer that as well. If you need a cash car rentals, please call at Kia Cash Car Rentals 470-696-2157. We are at your pace. Thank you. We good. At your pace, 24-hour roadside assistant. We do offer complimentary water. Not only do we offer that, we offer glass cleaning services and peanuts while you're waiting. Thank you for choosing At Your Pace, 24-hour Tesla and EV charging. We are here to serve you. We got your back. If you need us, please call 470-696-2157. We are at your need. Thank you.
Miss you. I'm talking to my daddy. I miss you. I'm talking to my daddy. I miss you. I really miss you.